Fine. Let's do this. You wanna know what devastating looks like? This is what devastating looks like. So... we have a few problems on our hand. I must be nervous. That's why I start to stutter. Welcome to the stream. My favorite cake. Yeah, well. So, actually, there's a few problems. First of all, obviously, points crisis. So, 3 games into the league, and, well. Let's just put it that way. This one was horrible. This one was not much better. We didn't stand a chance. This one, we stood a chance. We still lost it 2-0 though. But we had our chances. Pizza. I'm envious. Congratulations on your pizza. I would love to have one too. That said, yeah. I've been at the dentist like 10 minutes ago. No food for me right now. So, given that I'm hungry, might as well play the hungry squad that is without points, right? It's just fitting. Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah, but the dentist will notice. Sooner or later. They will know. Due to effects on, the teeth. Okay, so the second problem that I can see immediately here is, well, 3 times 0-2 means we didn't score a single goal. That's somewhat tolerable. He's both, probably. Specifically for my teeth. Every time I turn up. The second problem though. The second problem is this. You might notice that there's a red number here. I'm not too concerned with the balance. Who cares about the balance? But the committed spending is a bit too high. So we might have overdone it. I probably signed a few too many youth players. That's not good. None of this with a club with horrible training facilities and you know the song. So I'm not gonna repeat it. Yeah, there's that. With the finance, somebody spent money. I don't know. It can't have been me, right? We can have a look though. Also, my mouse wheel's broken. In case you didn't know. So I didn't get through to support today. They have working hours until 4 p.m., which is wonderful. The web form doesn't work. I sent them like 4 requests, not a single one got answered. So guess I will call tomorrow. And for now I have the choice between 2 mouses of the same model. Which is this one. That's a Sharkoon Dragonia Black. I'm obviously not sponsored by them in any way because I broke both of them within 2 years. That's not exactly good marketing for your product. That said, if they wanna offer me another mouse for 20 euros, I'll take it. I'll take what I can get. Some game with football and role-playing elements and a bit of management. I don't know. Oh, the mouse wheel one. The mouse wheel one I think broke during Path of Exile. So I didn't even use the mouse wheel that much. The second one is like... It's... I don't know. 3 weeks old or something. It's basically dead on arrival. More or less. I just didn't use it for the first week. Okay. At least the left mouse button works. So yeah, sure. They will tell me to buy more expensive ones. And there's a reason why I buy the cheap ones though. So we can talk mouses for the start of the stream. Who cares? Why not? If you ever spend 150 euros on a mouse and you broke it within 2 years anyway, then at one point you will realize that mouses are just something that breaks whatever you spend on it. At least that's my perspective. There's people tell me that some mouses they endure like 5 years or something like this. I never had one of these. I broke them all, every single one, and I spend a lot of money on PC hardware, especially mouses. So yeah, no way. True, true. This is why I buy the 25 euro models. And there's 2 years of warranty on them, so just replace them. Whatever. It's annoying. It's that I go by that model that much that I usually have a reserve mouse in my home. In fact, one of these. This is like the sixth or seventh I bought of these. I just break them repeatedly. Then usually I have a replacement. This time out though, the replacement that I ordered was broke. Yeah, great. Or I broke it, I don't know. But it feels like that on a roll. Fine, enough talk about mouses. So, we didn't score. We varied a little bit. What the hell's going on now? Okay. Yeah, we varied the squad a little bit. There's a certain lack of replacement for August Tillander in this squad. We did find one, but he'll come in later. August Tillander will not develop much. I don't think so anyway. Well, accumulate it's just 3 games, right? But can we look into the match stats maybe? Sure, somewhere it should be, right? Yeah, there's reports here. Alright, so let's start with this one. This one was an away game. The first half we tried to play defensively. Didn't work, as you can clearly see. Second half, we switched. Second half was more or less even. We were not vastly superior or something, but as you can see by the momentum, the second half was fine. We lost it due to the first half. So no more defensive tactics. It just doesn't work. That's that's a result of the first game. The second game against Warburg boys, momentum looked decent in the first half. We were using the controlled possession tactic there. We were unlucky though. I wouldn't say it was undeserved that they scored, but we were unlucky. And the second half started out decent, then we conceded, and afterwards it went down the drain. So in the home game, the first home game, the other two were away games. We actually were the better team. At least according to the expected goal story. Still momentum. Yeah, momentum was okay too. And we lost it due to really late goals. Minute 88 and minute 90, I think. And given that momentum, we had serious chances, like good ones. But all with the positive formation, so the Landskrona boys were lucky, I think. I wouldn't say it was... The result was on the cards, because it was a rather even game. But overall, we should have gotten a draw or something at least. And definitely, we should have scored at least once. Expected goals tells us so much, right? And it's not that their goalkeeper had a good day. We were just unable to get it in the back of the net. So, I guess it's as always. First, you don't perform well, and then there's bad luck on top. Yeah, gotta force it. I can try. All right. So I will go into a bit more of detail about the positions too. Maybe we find something that's bad, right? First of all, I changed attribute limits a little bit. So an 8 is now a gray attribute. 9 is okayish, and I think the threshold for good is 12. This is just to force myself to improve the players. I don't think they are unable to play this league, but they're not great. And well, the remainder of the league has better attributes, better morale, and so on and so forth. But you know, financial circumstances. So that's part of it. All right, goalkeeper position. What's the alternatives? Sederberg we just saw. We know Edward Sederberg. He's okay. There's no development to be had with him. Or if there is, it's minuscule. He might get some development due to new match experience or better match experience. You know, match experience on a higher level. That's what I'm looking for. But I do not think that it will influence him much. He's 33. You know, he'll grow into the role as a backup member at one point. And we can also see that due to the fact that he's back up now, and we do not play him. Yeah, but... So we play him as a goalkeeper on defend duty. For controlled possession, he played one game. 18 out of 25 isn't great. But it's not horrible, right? And if we look for the other two, Westberg was injured. He didn't play. His technique isn't great. Overall, the attributes are okayish. Aerial reach, you know, same old story. That's why I'm trying to loan him out. And he will probably go. He's 25 now. This is... I don't think this is great value anymore. Personality isn't good either. He played a little bit last season, if I recall it correctly. He developed a little bit last season. I think there's some potential in him. But at this point, I'd rather use a young keeper. And 25 isn't bad. Well, let's put it that way, but I'd rather set it on Eriksson. Personality-wise, that might not be a good idea. So, Eriksson's got a decent trait. He avoids using his weaker foot. And given the passing precision, it certainly shows. 96% is really good. So for a controlled possession-based system, as much as we can tell or deduct from the few matches that he played, which is not that much, he had basically perfect passing. So that's alright. From that perspective, he's fine. Goalkeeping-wise, he could improve, right? That said, he's 23, so 10 years younger than Sederberg. Consider the backup. I'd like to have a goalkeeper with a better personality. None of the three is great. Transfer window's closed, by the way, so we're strictly doing this for, I don't know, shits and giggles, I guess. Who's best of them? They're more or less even. And I plan to play Eriksson despite conceding 2 goals for the last 2 matches. I don't think it's his fault. It's a bit of a problem with built-up play and you know, that stuff. In the last game though, so I might need to rewind my own stream here. Yeah. Yeah. I could use one. Problem is, how do we get one? It's not like we can pluck one from the next tree. But let's have a look into the last game. Because I think last game it was... He didn't have... I think it was Ericsson's fault. If I'm not mistaken. Let's watch the goals for a second. And you will see immediately. Yeah, well. I'll try to ask the dictator to the east. Well, one of them. Petrovic here. Look at Ericsson. This was minute 88. So, it's not about the passing. And at this point we were in overload. So, we immediately went in overload mode. And Ngongo didn't sprint for the ball. I don't know why. That's the 2 goals. We conceded. So, there was one fault by Ericsson. Well, we can try to sell vodka. But, given Ericsson's attributes, what happened? Freak accident, right? His aerial reach isn't really bad. Sure, stuff like this can happen, but it was unlikely. His positioning wasn't great. I guess this is something that can happen, and yeah, I will wait. Sure. Sure, of course. Of course. Where is it? Here. That's why we're here, right? Repeat last episode. Also, I didn't buy new hardware just yet. You might realize. There's the goal. Petrovic with the corner. Sederberg dives under the ball. And that's basically it. And the second goal was really lost in defense. Ngongo did nothing. So, there's that. To me, this is a random freak accident, to a degree. In other circumstances, we would have drawn that match. Without the overload mode, after we conceded, and without that lack of a performance. Or that, I don't know, lapse in concentration, however you want to put it. You don't think? But it's not like he's been exhausted or something. You can argue that it's a lack of overall attributes. I might accept that. Or maybe the corner taking is really good. I don't know. Nah. 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 This is... I don't think so. So, eccentricity is not something that's needed by a goalkeeper, if I'm not mistaken. This is needed for, I don't know, Manuel Neuer style stuff. And I like the tendency not to punch the ball, actually. Because in this situation, he dived under the ball, right? It's not like he didn't try to get hands on the ball. He just wasn't tall enough, in the wrong position, didn't get to it, whatever. He might have punched it, we don't know. But he didn't get to it. And a tendency to punch always deflects the ball. Well, not always, but there's always a chance that a punched ball deflects the ball back into the game. To the detriment of the punching player. So I'm not a big fan. I'd rather have a goalkeeper with decent handling. Very different situation if you're in control of the game. No, it means that he is less likely to punch the ball. So Eriksson will usually pick up the ball. In fact, I avoid goalkeepers with eccentricity and a lot of punching. Same with rushing out. Well, I think rushing out has some merits in the game. I'm not sure. It's really... Usually he doesn't do that. I think this just implies how much he does it. And he doesn't do it most of the time. Well, the rushing out he does. And it suits us. In this situation, usually he would have claimed the ball and that's it. To me, this is a freak accident to a degree. Also, ball distribution overall is really good. So it's not like I'm annoyed by his performances overall. It's okay. But, it's just the wrong game to have that kind of problem. Anyway, it happened. It's not like we can change it anymore. I'd rather argue lack of composure or bad character in that situation. The eccentricity, a low eccentricity means he doesn't do unexpected things. It's not like he should have done something unexpected in that situation. That's totally fine. I do not want him to have... No. This is I think this is how often he plays just like a field player, if I'm not mistaken. So there's an example in football that got thrown out of the national team a few weeks or months ago. I don't know the name anymore, sorry. It's basically Manuel Neuer on steroids. Well, on mental steroids, whatever. Running through midfield with the ball as a goalkeeper. I forgot the name though. But, yeah. Given our choices, they are similar. Maybe. Was it Donnarumma? I'm not sure. I need to look this up. Well, it could have been Donnarumma. I am not sure. I might confuse that. So sorry if that's the wrong one. But there was some conflict with the national team's coach that didn't play that goalkeeper. I'm not sure who it was. It might have been Donnarumma or somebody else, really. All right. Yeah. Right wing back position, we have a slight problem. I'm not assessing quality here. Just thinking about things loudly. Well, Nagongo was injured, I think. Yeah. He had a gashed upper leg. He came back. Made his comeback last game. His comeback was shit. Physicals are still fine. His performance last game wasn't great. Oh, Onana could be. Yeah, sure. Could be. Yeah, that could be the story. Not that it matters much. I don't watch either, so anyway, with the wingback position, we are stuck with Mr. Ngongo because we had to get rid of Mr. Bengtson. He's out on loan. He's unwilling to get a new contract. He's unwilling to get sold. So we will lose one of our better players. But I wouldn't want somebody that trains part-time to take up the place in the squad for the entire season. So this is why Ngongo took it. And to be fair, Ngongo's crosses are barely okay. I used him once. He was available last game. You saw his lapse in defense at the second goal. The second goal we conceded. So he should have had the physicals to just run for the ball. I realize. But this is the quality of his tackling and not the amount of tackles. The amount of tackles is more anticipation and... yeah, no, not anticipation. Aggression it is. Sorry. Aggression and maybe bravery. And he's a strong guy. So I expect him to draw yellow cards. But sure, he has 4 tackling. That's true. 4 points of tackling got us promoted though. So, I don't know, something goes well with him. It's probably the physicals. Development-wise, if we look at wingback on attack duty, he was injured. He did improve a little bit throughout last season. I think he has potential. If he drops in physicals going forward, I don't care. As long as he improves with the rest. It's just one to sit out, really. And just wait. His attributes, he might not get beyond 6 points of tackling. But I don't care if he loses 1 or 2 points in jumping reach. Also, he's tall, by the way. I never knew. Yeah, so he's tall on top. I think Ngongo is fine for that side. The problem is the replacement. And the replacement played 2 matches. And this replacement is Jonas Andersson. We didn't find anyone else. Funnily enough, well, his performances have been shit. But funnily enough, the amount of possession he lost is not the biggest problem. The biggest problem is the lack of physicals. Yes, he is. Well, I don't know. He is in this game. I don't know the person in real life. In real life, the person will be much different. But in this game, he doesn't have... His crossing is borderline tolerable. The dribbling is just 1 point below. But for this level of league, he's not good enough and very good at the same time. Depending on which segment of... which area of attributes you look at, right? So, that's part of the story. With Anderson, the only good thing about him is the personality. That's it. So, he's still club captain due to the personality. I don't think I will sell him for mentoring purposes. He's much too expensive for that. I don't know. Preferably, I'd like to have a 19-year-old. Yeah, maybe that's overinterpretation. You can argue that it is like this, sure, but you can also argue that the overall level of the team is just too low, and that's totally fine. We are the underdogs. So, what's the problem with him? Well, first of all, he didn't have much playing time last season. So, it's not like he had any chance to develop. And then, well, Then there's the overall lack of attributes. But he tries, to be fair. He tries. He will get some match experience on a higher level. He's 29 though. I don't expect much development of him. So, yeah, there's that. Still, he played 2 games because Ngongo was injured. That's part of the story. Central defense, I think Smilovic played most of the time. Yeah. He played all 3 games, and he played them in a bad manner. 6.5, 6.2, 6.5. At least he got yellow cards. So at least he tried to do something with a bit of dirtiness. That said, not fast enough. Or his positioning is too bad, however you want to put it. Or maybe it's about the tackling too. I think in one of the games somebody, it wasn't Smilovic though, somebody tackled the ball, a central defender, cleared it off one of the attackers as a last-ditch effort, and that tackling, the ball went straight to another opponent's player while Smilovic stood around next to it and didn't realize it. What can you do, right? But overall, it pains me to say this, but overall, this is one of our better central defenders. The performances are not good though. Are there promises here? No. So, not sure what to do about Smilovic. There's Ytterhogdals. In fact, there's a lot of replacements. Ytterhogdals played on the left side. Yeah, it is. It is. And funnily enough, this is the defense that got us promoted and got least goals conceded 1 league below. So I would have expected better. A little bit at least. On the other hand, this is 3 games, so as I said, overinterpretation. And morale is part of the story too. Morale wasn't good at the start of the season, and we don't get it to perfect the way we lose. So we get it's some sort of vicious cycle, but it's not going really hard just yet. But we can't keep it at really green arrows, you know, in a green area. So how's Ytterhogdals? Better? To a degree? Strictly due to his heading, apparently. So maybe we should play Ytterhogdals instead of Smilovic. Just for a game or 2. This is something I would like to deduct here. Sure. Also, next game is in 4 days, so we need to rotate anyway. Ytterhogdals made some appearances from the bench, so why not play him? At least he doesn't deserve an official warning every single time he plays. It's quite different with Smilovic though. Let's have a look. 6.5, well, that's not enough. Hellstrom was injured. This is our primary choice for the left central defender position. He's still with the club, which I'm somewhat happy about. He didn't have a good game. Well, against the Warburgs boys, but against Landskrona this was fine. I realize we conceded 2 goals, but still, it's not like it was his fault. Or he had had a good game prior to conceding 2, I don't know. But 6.8, I will not hate on a player with a 6.8 rating while everybody else gets official warnings and fines. So no, it's quite the opposite. Within the games, we do not have problems to distribute in a short manner. There's not a problem at all. We lose it in the opponent's half. In fact, you might argue that maybe the high tempo is a problem. On the other hand, we need to create chances somehow. So, what I noticed is you can clearly see this in the passing. By the way, if you look at this doesn't say I cannot find a defender, because the goalkeepers are instructed to, I think, throw it. but take fewer risks. So they usually distribute it to defense. Someone's available most of the time. And it's a really rare occasion for the goalkeeper to go for the long ball. And that's good. I like that. Because the defenders usually find somebody in midfield. And from there, yeah, we usually lose it from there. Somehow. In fact, we lost it due to playmakers too. Malte Ekman didn't have great games, so I brought someone else on. What's his name? Christer Björklund. Christer Björklund isn't great, but given Malte Ekman's problems... Yeah, you might be right about that. I can certainly see the sense in that. On the left wingback side, Mr. Comte didn't train well, so he didn't play so far. He will going forward though. And with Dirk, I think Dirk played last game. Look at it, 6.2, 6.5, 6.6. I guess that counts as an improvement. It's not great, but he improved a bit. And surprisingly, we played Mikael Högberg from time to time. He came onto the pitch, and despite his lack of skills, that's for a youngster, that's perfectly fine. Not blaming him. His physicals though. For a wingback on support duty, dribbling's missing. Basically, the offensive part isn't great. But for 20 to 30 minutes, apparently perfectionist personality counts too. I don't know. Or he's been lucky. But I think it's down to the personality more. So hopefully we can get something out of him. That's why we signed him for a long time. Good personality, 22. And I think if he grows into it, that's okay. For the first team though, I'm not happy with Dirk and Comte, but you know, financial circumstances. For creativity, yes. You can argue that patient passing game is fine too. So if they have good decision making and really good technique and passing and so on, that works too. Depends on how you want to do it. But I'd rather... to me, dribbling is the salt in the soup, if that makes sense. In a possession-based system, I'd rather have them pass the ball most of the time. I guess Guardiola style, even though I'm not a big fan of his. But yeah, something like this. And the dribbling should be done by the people that have the dribbling. So they are instructed to dribble less, all of them. Yeah. In any case, mistakes have not been made on the left wing-back position. Why? Due to not losing? Yeah. Yeah, you can argue like that, sure. But the same can be said about strength. Right? If you can elbow the attacking player to the face, that works too. So, I guess similar arguments can be made. Playmaker, well, the Regista position is a bit of a problem. 6.6 and 6.8. I was trying to vary things a little bit, didn't work out. So Malte Ekman will come back. The youngster had a game, and now Malte Ekman can take his position. That break hopefully did some good on him. And then here we had Lowe and Oliver Swan, you know both. Nila Forsell played, I think, all 3 of the games. Might not have. Where is he? There he is. Nila Forsell did play all 3 games and came off all 3 of them. I'm not horribly... I don't know. I'm not disappointed. Not in him in particular. Let's put it that way. And same as last season. So I increased the levels here, right? Last season everything was wide here, and he developed into it last season. Can we expect the same going forward? Probably not. But on the other hand, he's not far off. So why not keep him, give him the season, and see where it goes. And that slight decline here is due to, you know, winter break. I still think Nila Forsell is a viable option for this team, even though he's not absolutely great with it. The alternative would be to play Warland there. Where is he? There. So we can also play Warland there as a box-to-box. But he's got some obvious weaknesses, most notably strength. And there's already a lack of strength in midfield, so I don't like that. With the dribbling, Dylan Morgan had a decent game last time out. In fact, 7.0. That's 7 out of 7 tackles for some reason. I'm not annoyed. If he continues to play like that, he will score at some point. Or create. Or whatever. So, he can have his place in the squad. Nathan Lowe. 6.2 last time out. For me, this is definitely fine worthy. I don't know. He should have scored. That's it. But it's not like anyone else in the squad will get to that position immediately. Oliver Swan's available, sure. So, at least he trains well. And he was unused in the last game. So I guess Oliver Swan might make an appearance next game. Also due to match sharpness and... how's it called? His condition. His condition should be good at this point. Because he didn't play. Sharpness, not so much, but his overall condition should be good. Lows, though... no, quite the opposite. We need to sell. New players will come in, though. That's part of the story, too. Remember Bernigo? He is the best training player in the squad right now. On a trial contract without specific instructions. So... he will join the club in 3 months. And he will be better than the rest of the squad together. That's not sure what to do. But that's part of it. So our primary striker will be missing for the first half of the season. Wait, we may just need to get through with it. Yeah. Maybe. Also... let's have a word about Tillander. Tillander's position is a problem. 5.9, 6.5, 6.5. We signed a replacement player, but we signed a replacement player that is just less prone to injury than Speedy Boy. And a bit worse, to be fair. Speedy Boy is out on loan due to his injury proneness. We were hoping to sign somebody that can do that. And then we will get to Puget, yeah. Puget, quite surprisingly, is not a big problem. Well, he's not a bigger problem than anyone else. 6.4, 6.4, and 6.7. So he played in all 3 of these games. We give him the playing time he needs. 3 games are not enough to develop much, right? But his training is absolutely rubbish. And I think we want him every single time about it. The 6.7 of last game though is not... I can live with that. That's okay-ish. Voltson's performances have been horrible. 6.5, 6.0, 6.4. No good. Who, Puges? No. No, we're training his weaknesses. That's right. Pace didn't do much anyway. He didn't develop his pace. Decisions though. It should be easier to improve. He trains as an inverted winger on attack duty. Where is it? Inverted winger, attack duty. There we go. So, yeah. Nothing changed. Well, overall, throughout the entire time he's been with the club, there's some redistribution of attributes. I think we can see that. And this also includes pace and acceleration. But I'd probably be fine with 12 each on these. No, he's not really doing bad. And he's 20. Don't forget that. He's not 25 right now. He's 20. So, sure, he will need to make good on his potential at some point. But as somebody to play there from time to time, he's alright. Telander isn't good in his position right now, though. So, we need to play someone else here. Nobody's available, so Puge might. Seriously, we might just play a winger there. On support duty. And for strikers, I'm not sure what to do. Well, I skipped a lot of players here, by the way. These are all rubbish. Or youth players, or both. And the youth players, most of them are rubbish too. This is the strictly, they went up from U19, and that's it. And some of them are in mentoring groups, I think. So this is why they're still around. But Modik, for example, I don't need him. Is he part of a mentoring group? Oh no. Modik, here he is. Yeah, so I think he's part of the mentoring group because I wasn't sure that Bernigo would be part of the mentoring group. It's not like he hurts anyone. Thing is, I can see why we would want to get rid of these players in the first team due to the training workload of the coaches. So, I forgot the name already, sorry. What's his name? Stahl. Stahl it is. Per Stahl. Same here. He's part of a mentoring group. Does he have any traits that are really important here? Not really. Joe Bolton is a new signing, by the way. 17-year-old. He's on trial right now. In his case, we sent him from Northern Ireland, I think. He will join the club once he turns 18, if I don't confuse that. So, in fact, that means that he might just be homegrown at the end of his period. But Per Stahl and Peter Modik, let's throw them out, see if the mentoring groups continue to work, and get them down to the U19. They are older than 19, but they are annoying to the coaches here. Gustav Åström didn't improve much. Still trains well though. I guess given our lack of performances, we might as well play somebody that's really young from time to time. I'd rather have him out on loan, but nobody wants him. Yeah, don't know what to do. He will not play in the U19 at the age of 21. He needs to get sold, and we didn't find anyone. I cannot do much about these. Hellberg will remain here. David Persson, he's 20. He will go at the end of the season. Nobody wanted him. Is he part of a mentoring group and absolutely viable for some reason? Persson. He's part of this group with Ostrom. So an argument can be made that both of those don't belong here. In fact, that's a good argument, right? Throw them both in the U19. I don't know. Björklund. So in Persson's case, I'd rather throw him to the U19. Okay, let's do this. And then we will see. We might as well get him back. Korovic is too old for the U19. Too bad for our squad. Nobody wanted him. Nothing will happen with him. And his traits don't fit anyone else. And his physicals are just atrocious. Yeah, that's a mistake, that signing. Melander is on his way out. He's just here for mentoring purposes. I'm not even sure if he does though. Where's Melander? Great, he's not in here. There he is. Yeah, he's right-footed. So he can get into that group. And maybe we can get Ostrom to be a fairly pro player. Not that it matters much. Nathan Lowe, we just talked about. He will remain here. Tobias Palm. He's not needed here. Also, we want to get rid of him. So let's do that. Did this influence a mentoring group? Doesn't look like it. And then there's a few. Him, for example. I think it's okay to keep him in the first team. Just like Korovic. He won't play much. Was it Rigby that was really bad? Rigby was really bad. But the thing is, Rigby's a resolute personality. And I think he's part of the Central Defenders group. Where is it? He is not. Should be though. So all of these are Central Defenders. Rigby could fit in here just nicely. Same with Berggren. Yeah, so they would gain significant influence of the others, but given that Hellström is the major influence here, together with Hagedal, okay, that's not great. Still, I think these, more or less, they will be a fairly pro group. And the traits of this group. Yeah, they can spread those. That's fine. No long shots, staying back all the time. No dribbling. This is all fine by me. And then there's Fredrik Nilsson. Where is he? This guy is a problem. The problem is he's really bad, but he develops. For some reason. I don't know why, but he trains like hell. Since we got promoted. Well, okay, what happened there? Did he get injured or something? No, I don't know. So he declined last season. Since we moved up, he develops. For some reason. Yeah, that's it. So 1 hour into the stream and I don't feel like I'm more enlightened than before. I guess part of the situation is also that we do not belong here. We are way underfunded for this league. In fact, we were way underfunded for one league below. So with that budget, we shouldn't be able to hold the league. We are. This is also a weird thing that happened though. Everybody in management, the chairman as well as the fans or the supporters, neither of them expect us to win any of these games. They expect us to lose them, all of them. Still, we are expected to somehow remain in the league. I don't know how. Is there anything worthwhile here? Yeah, sure. Thank you very much. He didn't play much, so that's a statistical fragment. So apparently, they give away, they get to a lot of shots. This amount of shots is primarily due to the fact that we tried to play a defensive formation, which just didn't work. Orlin is injured. Yeah, okay. Not like we need him. That's one of those that will get sold. I will sell half of this squad, or release them really. Scouting report is inexistent, once more. Can we... Where is it? It's not here. Scouting. Where's the assignments? Here. It's not in this menu. So we want Nieberg and Pikovsky to do this. There. Or Nyberg or whatever. Sure, whoever. Now we created a new assignment. I don't know why it's not repeated. And you might notice that we include a lot of match preparation at this point. We're trying to do everything to give the team a small boost just for one match. And otherwise, overall training and hope for the best. So they have a decent goalkeeper. Last game they played a lot of passes. In defense, more or less, 700 passes means they control possession, right? Yeah, more or less. And he plays a lot of passes and accurate passes. Lusgaard. Yeah, sure. He's got decent passing, decent technique, right? And good composure. In fact, he's really good as a goalkeeper. We will have our problems throwing 16. And Eric Gunnarsson plays a lot of passes too. Has accurate passing. This is not that great. It's mostly down to his position, I think. He will not be closed down much. So that might be part of the story here. Cool. Who's that? Yeah, he's too old anyway. But for goalkeepers, really, with a decent personality and decent attributes, I would sign a 30-year-old. Who cares? So, training again. Nilsson trains well, so he gets the praise. And Bernie Go is on an 8.0, without specific application in training. I just hope we'll be around once he signs for Ytterhogdals. Hellberg. For some weird reason, Hellberg improves. Bit by tiny bit, but he does. Yeah. Where's box to box? There. It's not great though. And he needs finishing and long shots. So let's do that. Where's shooting? There. Great training, sir. On Weston's side, I don't expect any less. He's a professional player. I think we just signed him for the personality. Yeah, on a cheap contract, and that's it. And that's the one we just banned from the first team. He's got decent jumping, decent heading, decent bravery. For a central defender, he's just really too weak and too slow. Yeah. Okay. Match. Press conference. We have a good record against him. We do? No. Oh, they have been tipped to struggle to avoid relegation. Well, they are number 8 right now. So, supporting Tillander is a no-brainer. He must have bad morale at this point. Smilovic will not play. I might put him on the bench though. Seems the number of bots increases every single time I open up chat. There's a management window on Twitch, in case you're not aware. So you can look into this stuff. And apparently there's more and more bots. Or maybe it's just me. Don't know. Alright, last day's training. Then we will go and defeat IK Brage. At least that's the concept. Just, I don't know, blow him out of the stadium. 5-0 or something. And then we will be none the wiser because all of a sudden it works. We need a striker. Okay. Woldsund didn't play well. In fact, he doesn't deserve to be on the pitch. His training's shit too. So he can sit on the bench. Franzson. We will give him a warning. Franzson didn't play well recently, but at least he tries to train well. Ishak. No. Let's give some game time to the youngster. If none of those work out just fine, I will play Ostrom or somebody at some point, just because I'm out of options. August Tillander isn't match fit. That was to be expected. Medical report says a very little fatigue, a bit tired though. I think on the bench is fine for him, but we will need a replacement. And that replacement, given that we do not have any other options, will probably be Puget. So, Mr. Puget, can you play as a winger? His flair of 10 is okay. His passing and technique aren't though. So taking fewer risks is fine. Crossing less often is fine too. He's got crossing 8. Shooting less often? Oh, this is inverted winger. So much for that. Long shots 8. I don't want him to shoot, well, shoot less often is probably okay anyway. Cross from deep, cross from byline, don't know. In his case, probably from deep if he crosses. Because the one to cross from byline is Ngongo. Yeah, here it is. So Puget should cross from deep. Hellström's tired. That's bad. So we could play Smilovic despite his recent performances. We could try one of the not this one though. But we could try one of the youngsters. Or we could just play Hellström. And ignore the predicament. Let's put him on the bench at least. So he can play The right side, but he's left-footed. I'd rather play him on the left in case it's needed. Who will play central defender then? I guess Smilovic. We never played in this kind of setup though. Usually it's the other way around. And for the left, defender position? No, this will be fun. Oh, that's one of the young guys. Högberg, apparently. Alright. I thought this would happen, now it happened. Högberg can start. He's the worst of the three. Passing last game was great, 9 out of 9. So let the younger boy play. Sederberg can have his spot on the bench. Or did Coleman train really well? No, he didn't. Dirk is available too, by the way. That would be an option for central defense too. Don't think we'll do that though. Who should we put on the bench? I guess a midfielder. Like a central midfielder. Then a creative option. I mean, Oliver Swan's available. Do we need another creative? No, let's use Hellberg. He'll come onto the pitch just because he knows how to play some positions. Alright. This is one of the other games. It's not like it concerns us. He accepted his bet. Well, his official warning, I think. About a bad performance. So let's skip to the next day and then go through the match. And afterwards I will probably get some food. All right. There is also something that I want to try, just to know how it works. Would you be so kind to stay with me if I run a 1-minute ad break? Because I never did that and I don't know how it works. So I just want to try it, and there's a big green button down there. So, I guess we will do that prior to the game. And hopefully it will not, get some sort of echo or something. But there's no way to try this other than on stream. So I might as well do it now. I hope you can endure that. Alright, everybody expects us to get defeated. Who will this defeat be sponsored by? We will find out and I will mute myself. and hopefully I will find out how this works. So, give me a minute. I can't see the ad, so what's it for? Did anything happen? There's nothing that I can witness here, so in case anyone watched it, let me know. Yeah, alright. Let's go to the game. There's just timers here and, I don't know, weird stuff. But thanks for enduring it, anyway. This will not pay the electricity bill though, so yeah, no worries. And in case you were not aware, I was gifted the affiliate status recently due to a statistical fragment, because one of the last streams that we did had like 12 average viewers, and given that I didn't stream for 2 or 3 weeks, all of a sudden average viewership was above 3. So, yeah, there's that. I do not want to overdo it with that kind of stuff though. I just want to find out how it works. So, in case you watched it, let me know, please. Because this is the first time ever that I did this. Otherwise, I will need to rewatch it on YouTube later on. Or I will need to cut it out. I don't know. I need to find out. Okay. So, for next match only, what do we face? A 4-4-2. So, playing through the middle would be okay. That said, last time we tried that, it didn't work. But let's underlap on the left, and let's overlap on the right. This is the way we usually do it. If we can, if we have the option, I guess. And our position instructions got vastly useless recently, because most of these players don't have weaknesses, at least not for us. Not from our perspective. This guy's weak though. Alright. Let's tackle him hard and see if we can collect some yellow cards. That's no good. Decent dribbler though, bravery is not that bad. He's left-footed only. Erik Gunnarsson left-footed only too. In fact, all of these are. So why not show them to the weaker foot? Did we forget someone here? Hider-footed. Great. No. Alright, that's it. Everybody sitting comfortably. You got a beer? Time to do the game. This is a home game. This is a home game. Yeah, we are last. Great. Alright. Let's get them down to our level. This is us playing IK Brage, and hopefully, within our own stadium, we can get a result. And at this point, any result other than a loss will do. Well done. Well done. Let's encourage the team immediately. Lagerlund. Mokede. Mokede. Oh. What a situation. This doesn't count as well defended anymore. Puget, Swan, long ball, and that's it. I think, given what I've seen so far, I think pass into space could be an idea. Forget about working the ball into the box. Because we seem to have some situations where there's a bit of space between the defenders and so on. So that might be part of it. So maybe we stand a chance there. And can penetrate the position from time to time. These kinds of balls shouldn't be a problem, but they are. Colin Mokede doesn't get closed down. Well, he gets closed down, but way too late. Give away a corner. Colin, Smalovic, and another corner. Colin, Hickberg. Lagerlund, Yamkam. And another corner. Do more. You can defend this. So far, we didn't give away good chances. Colin. And again, decent defending. Not great. Looks a bit shaky. Gunnarsson. This should be offside. Isn't though. Nagongo wins the ball. Puget. Decent possession pass to Malte Ekman. Fransson. Morgan towards Oliver Swan. For sale, Oliver Swan. Seriously, offside. Was that close. Nagongo. Ytterhogdals, Högberg. We didn't create a single chance so far. That's clearly no offside. Todd Wikström. Cross. Oh. It's a corner. Not complaining about Eriksson's performance, but that was pure luck. Absolutely lucky. Colin. Todd Wikström. Forsell goes in for the hard tackle. Mokede, Navik, Yamkam. Two players and we do not win. Well, we won the header apparently, Nagongo won it. Colin. Great save by Eriksson. But we're under extended amounts of pressure here. Can we... We could try to waste time. Not do this. Just try to play in a creative way. Play with low crosses. Eriksson had a good game so far. So far. Colin. And Smilovic for yet another corner. Colin, Ytterhogdals. And for sale. Yep, well done. I'm happy with that. At least for now. Yamkam, Nagongo, another corner. Can we stop with the corners, please? It's been 7 now. And that's an easy one for Eriksson. Yellow card for Puget. Ytterhogdals. No, the whistle goes for an offside. Okay. Free kick by Colin. Mokede doesn't even find the ball. Nagongo. Nagongo. What a horrible pass. Lagerlund. Novik. Yamkam. That should not be a problem. If Eriksson comes out. Yeah. Decent pass. For Malte Ekman. Nice pass towards Nila Forsell and then he loses the ball. Well defended. And that was a good choice. Ekman, Swan. Swan, Nagongo shouldn't be offside. He isn't. Puget. Ah, it was offside. Offside by Dylan Morgan. Apparently it still counts as the first shot. Wherever that is. And Högberg defends well so far. Morgan. Runs over the entire pitch. It must be his nerves. But there's chances now. At least there's chances. For us, that is. Oh, there was one. Nagongo again. Decent. Easy possession pass. Ekman. Malte Ekman with a long ball for Dylan Morgan. Morgan, Högberg. Forsell. Ekman. That's a corner. We get a corner. Morgan takes the corner. Nope. Not this time. Puget. Morgan. And it's offside. Smilovic with a long ball. Oh no. Colin. Todd Wikström. Well, there was one nearly got into the tackle. Novik. Cross. That was a bad finish. We were lucky. At this point we can be lucky that we draw so far. Morgan with a foul. Let him ease off tackles. Mokede. That should be offside. It's not. It's offside. It's offside. Ooh. That was really, really close. That went down differently in my head. But apparently it was really, really, really close. Good work, Eriksson, I guess. Ekman. Högberg. Ekman. Fransson. Smilovic. Högberg. Smilovic with a long ball towards Fransson. This is great work. Oliver. Oh, come on. He's such a good finisher. Why? He's such a decent finisher. I'll praise him. I really am happy with that performance so far. That's okay. I'll praise him. Let's go. More of the same, please, and maybe a little bit better defending. And then we stand a chance. We don't if all of us one loses the ball like this, though. Gunnarsson, Colin. Lagerlund. Yamkam. Ngongo. Well done. Tackling of 4. Puget. Ngongo. Don't lose the ball, Ngongo. Nice pass by Ngongo for Oliver Swan. Can he find a cross? No, but we'll get a corner. Corner taken by Nilla Forsell for some reason. Oh yeah, sure. There's no corner taker on the pitch. Morgan. And this should be Högberg. Lisgard. Lagerlund. Novik. Mokede. Runs past Högberg. Ytterhogdals there though. Ooh. Risky tackle by the opponent. Dylan Morgan on his own. Dylan. Well, he ran past one. Ekman. Högberg. Long ball by Högberg. Fransson's available. How? How can you not score that one? We had the better chances now. At least that one. It was a fantastic chance. Can Puget pick it up? Yes. And the Gongo with the pass from deep. Well, 4 men against Morgan. And we get another corner. Morgan on a 6.1 rating right now and on a yellow card. Header by Ytterhogdals straight into the hands of the keeper. Okay. Well, fine. There's something called pre-roll ads. Not sure what that is. I think this is you see an ad once you join the stream. Not sure about that. I can disable that somewhere. Don't know where though. And don't know how it works. So if this is annoying, please let me know. Then I will try to find the option. Obviously ads are annoying all the time. There's no doubt about that. Yeah. So thought process here. We need to replace both of these. Tillander can come on for Puget. This is his primary position, so hopefully he can be a bit better than last time. And I think I will actually put a Voltsund on the left winger position. He's not that fast. And most of his other attributes aren't great. So taking fewer risks and crossing less often is totally fine. I think that's okay. But this way we get rid of 2 players that are on yellow cards and can bring some fresh air onto the pitch on the wings. Hopefully that makes a difference. And both of these are perfectly capable to bring it, to get it into the back of the net. At least in theory. Okay, oh, what's this? Don't tell we concede on the counter. Mokede, Farah Shahin, over. It's over. We were lucky. Eriksson towards Högberg. Smilovic. Long ball by Smilovic again. Why? Well intercepted by Ngongo. Tillander. Penetrating pass towards Voltsund. Oh, come on! You're a striker! How? Fuck me. Seriously? Well placed long shot. Bunga Kim Pioka. Todd Wikström. Yeah, I guess the encouragement wasn't needed. Ngongo, Tillander, Ytterhogdals, Ekman, Swan. Is this offside? It is not, but this is a red. It's a yellow. It's a yellow card only. for some absurd reason. And Eriksson gets that one. Alright. What can we do? I guess put everyone on the pitch that replaces an exhausted player. So we will play Hellberg for Ngongo because he's right-footed. That's okay. Do whatever Ngongo has been doing, just a bit better. That'll be a hard one. And then we need to strengthen offense. So bring Low on. Hellstrom might be needed, but I think we will bring Dirk for... Nah, there's a yellow card. Let's bring Hellstrom on for Smalovic. Smalovic didn't have a great game anyway. It's just one goal. So far. Insert Homer Simpson meme here. Malte Ekman, long ball, Hagedal. There were much better chances in this game for us. There were much better chances. Encouraged them, and at this point shoot on side. Ekman, Hellstrom, Nilla Forsell, Woldsund, Högberg. Nice ball for Woldsund. Woldsund with a cross. Fransson, well intercepted. And lost. Högberg won it back though. Eriksson, this is a long distribution now. Doesn't matter. Olsson, Carlin. Decent long ball. And we give away a corner. I can't believe it. Högberg, Jankam, Low. Well done, Woldsund. Come on, come on. Get the ball over to the other side of the pitch. Or don't. Or do it now. August Tillander. Oh. Offside. Seriously. Tillander wins the ball. Hagedal. Ekman. It's yet another offside, is it? It's not. It's a corner. Oh, I forgot to confirm the changes. Fantastic. This menu up here, nobody can see this. Seriously. Tillander's corner. Not a goal. Tillander. Low cross. Nothing happened. Hellberg. Hellstrom. Högberg. Högberg's long ball. Fransson. It's a finish. It's offside. 4 minutes. Let's go with overload. Who cares? Hagedal. Low doesn't win that duel. Ekman does though. Wow, what a pass. Ah. That was the most difficult of all of the passing options. He managed to get it off. And Wolfson puts the ball past the goal. It's unbelievable. Hellberg, Hagedal, low. Hellberg, Hagedal, not a long ball. And that's game. We didn't lose 0-2. We lost 0-1. Not that it matters. It was unlucky though. Seriously. Any opinions on that? Other than us being dead last in the league. By the way, Troll hadn't lost with 1 goal every single game. So a single draw would have been enough to put us in the 15th spot. Seriously though, this is really bad. 4th game, 4th loss. I'm willing to say we will go down, but most Tabby are second. What the hell? I'm willing to say we will go down if it goes on like this, but I don't think there will be a we once we continue to play like this. We need to get to 12th spot at least, so we need a win. Or at least 1 point. Anything. If we were so close to winning this game, or at least drawing it. Alright, press conference. I don't know. It might just be due to the quality of the player base. So, in the end, it's my fault. But I don't know how to deal with this. What tactical battle? Yeah, well... It was a good goal. It was controversial. I don't know. It's there's not much to be said about Puget really. It's one of his secondary position and he's fine. So I don't care. Fine. Smilovic will be banned. 4 games into the season, he will have 3 yellow cards. Congratulations, Mr. Smilovic. This is fantastic. 6.7 though. I guess we were better than last time out. Alright. We're close to the 2-hour mark and I'm hungry. So I will go to the kitchen and cook something up. That's it for today. And hopefully we can repeat this in the evening going forward. I'm not gonna do any big promises right now, but the plan is to do evening streams from time to time, and if I can do it, you know, between 18 and 20 p.m. No, it's not 18. My brain's all jumbled up. So between 18 and 20 o'clock, or between 6 and 8 p.m. In German time zone, then that would be alright. Maybe also longer ones going forward, or later ones. I don't know yet. But if work leaves the time, I like to do a stream now and then. Definitely not prior to the stream though. I start work like 7:30 or something. So I go out of the house at 7 o'clock in the morning, or even earlier from time to time. So I don't think this is viable. Yeah, that's the plans for now. Not much else to say about the stream other than now I will find out what pre-rolls are and how this all of this ad business works. And if you have recommendations for what's it called, channel points and rewards and stuff, let me know too. Just drop me a message if you can, or I don't know, comment on stream later on. I'm new to all of this. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all hopefully tomorrow, maybe within the rest of the week. Bye.